I mean, okay, so here we go. It took us a little. You can see here, this is where we have to come out from.
So,
and it's just too much
to
crowd.
explain to you guys, the press box is all the way around the back, and our exit gate is all the way over there. So we have to walk about 5 minutes to get to come outside.
More because of the crowd,
Because of the crowd more.
and the alleyway is so narrow that you and everybody sort of comes out 5 minutes before.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the whole thing becomes the washrooms are there are queues there, and there are these
can't
food
even
stalls
leave.
sometime ahead. So you have these food stalls.
You can't leave too early because you don't want to miss the action.
No,
or if
you
something
can't leave
happens.
too early. I mean, that's not possible. And then there are these food stalls which are kind of are already queued up. So it's almost impossible to. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes to literally walk out. But more important than our walking out, India did not get any movement. There was no seam movement whatsoever. If you see England post-lunch, Ben Stokes consistently getting that ball to move, that Pfeiffer, he was pitching it on middle, ball was moving, almost every ball. England kept getting seam movement for whatever. Is it because of the sun? Is it because of the cloud cover not being there, that the sun is out and directly? Is it because of that?
But the thing is, England were getting a lot of movement off the pitch as well. You're not seeing that happen with India. You're also seeing that I'm not getting any movement at all. Mohammad Siraj is getting a little bit movement. The only bowler who's getting some movement at this point is Jasprit Bumrah. Apart from that, there's nothing happening from India. The balls are going straight. It's nothing. There's absolutely nothing.
Also, I thought they bowled the wrong line.
Absolutely.
I thought they bowled the wrong line. So if you see even Jasprit Bumrah multiple times drifting onto Ben Duckett's pads, and he just kept flicking. So there was no mid-wicket at one point in time. They had a fine leg. So he kept hitting either square or mid-wicket there. And easy runs. Mohammad Siraj had a much squarer fine leg to the right-hander, Zach Crawley, and each time he drifted onto the pads, it went fine for 4. So they were unable to control the line. They were not being able to get seam movement. They were not being able to get the ball to move appreciably even off the pitch. Would you have tried Shardul Thakur maybe for an over? I would have. I thought Shubman Gill could have. Yeah, possibly, but you could have, because Shardul Thakur is again one who gets the ball to move. So you need to see if Thakur is able to get the ball to move, because unless you get movement, this is going to be difficult. Having said that, one session and half a session is no index. We've seen that happen far too many times in this game.
And if you look back on yesterday as well, that first session, even Jofra Archer, Chris Wokes and Bryden Cast did not get much movement, did not get pronounced movement, but it all completely changed post-lunch. Maybe it was that the new ball isn't getting much movement, but after 10-15 overs, it starts to get this period of movement.
Yeah, just about 13 overs.
Yeah, it starts to get this period of movement till about 20 overs. So I think you still have 10 good overs in you.
More. I thought at least 15 more overs, 20 more overs. I mean, if you see England kept getting movement in the second session till the Shubman Gill ball. If you see even the Shubman Gill ball appreciably moved inside, and it was Ben Stokes. It was not as if. So Ben Stokes got the ball to consistently move that Shubman Gill delivery. India was 145 for 3 at the end of the second session, right? 148 for 3 at the end of the second session.
Not being there, hurting India badly.
But even then, I mean, a Jasprit Bumrah or a Mohammad Siraj, you would want to see some seam movement start to happen, because otherwise this is becoming easy. I thought that no offering the shot, that was a decent enough. And yes, it was height over. Twice he hit the inside edge. I thought Zach Crawley hit the inside edge and the ball either or ricochet. So India has also been a tad unlucky. Anshul Kamboj on debut. Could be nerves, could be tension, absolutely. Could be nervous, whatever you want to call it. But for some reason, wasn't able to get it right. Even when he came back to the Brian Statham end, unfortunately, right to Ben Duckett or Zach Crawley. Too many loose balls. He's gone at 5 and over. Too many loose balls for 4 and too many loose balls. No pressure was built at any point.
Absolutely not. There was no pressure. There was no, long periods, relatively long periods of dot balls or no runs being scored. At one point, they ran 4.
Yeah, that deep which Anshul
Yes.
Kamboj tried to throw down.
But again, when it comes to bowling, it all comes down to bowling, right?
As I
Jasprit
said, there's
Bumrah
no pressure whatsoever.
absolutely no pressure from either ends. Mohammad Siraj also a bit of wayward bowling. Jasprit Bumrah even was not finding the channel that he usually does. There was actually no pressure from the bowlers at all. Anshul Kamboj, I think, was trying a bit too hard. He was again not finding those that line and length that he should bowl. Super chat. Okay, Dark Knight. I think we need to overhaul bowling lineup for Sena matches. With this bowling, we can win 1-2 odd matches, but we won't win any series. We need high-speed bowlers to see the impact of Archer versus others.
Folks, who took 6 for or 5 for England? Who took 5 for England?
Ben Stokes.
What was his pace? What is Ben Stokes'
not
pace?
150.
Ben Stokes is 135. It's about line length. It's about consistency. It's about movement. It's about getting the line right. And Archer got who? Archer got the late order. Who did Ben Stokes get? Ben Stokes got the maximum number of wickets, your top order batters. And he set them up, he got them out.
And he got them from movement.
And yes, except maybe that Sai Sudarshan shot, which was a false shot. But other than that, I mean, Ben Stokes, even if he did not get wickets of the balls that moved, that Ben Stokes spell or multiple spells were fantastic. So what are we talking about? Only 100, and then what was the fellow's name? Umran Malik. Umran Malik would come and just blast everybody off his 150, or a Mayank Yadav would come, and it doesn't happen like that. It doesn't happen like that. In Test match cricket, these players, each of these batters who are playing at this level, whether it is 150, whether it's yes, it is an extra zing. But if you are just bowling pace, it will not have any impact whatsoever. The Shubman Gills of the world and Rishabh Pants of the world will thump you if it's only pace. You have to have the guile. You have to have the ability and the potential to have impact, and that's movement. That's what I'm saying. Jofra Archer got the ball to move at real pace, but Ben Stokes was the peak of the ball. Look at this morning, Chris Woakes. How much? Chris Woakes was bowling at 80 miles an hour. 127, 128. That was the speed. At 128, 129 is what Chris Woakes was bowling. He was being so impactful. India was finding it hard because of the way he was jagging that ball around. That's what it takes in Sena countries. Not what is Scott Boland's pace, tell me. Is Scott Boland 150? Scott Boland's average in that series against India was 14. Scott Boland is not a Mitchell Stark. What is Josh Hazelwood's pace? Not 150 plus. Not 150 plus, except Archer. Chris Woakes, not 150 plus. It is not about the pace. Never was.
Paramveer Singh is saying we need to play positive. 200 for 4. End of day on cards, easy.
Certainly. I mean, one session doesn't define a match at all. Half a session, 75 runs, you've got 20 minutes to recalibrate. You will see, as Gargi very rightly said, after about 13 overs, the ball started to move yesterday for England, and they had a second session which went to their advantage, and they picked up 3 wickets. Absolutely possible. You've got to recalibrate. There will be moments when the opponent will take it away. You've got to be there. You've got to stay in there, stay patient, stay calm. This is Test match cricket, folks. I mean, this is not chalk and cheese that you will have everything going your way all the time. It doesn't happen.
Okay, where did it go? Debarga Mukherjee is saying, I felt somehow the positive body language is missing in the Indian team. The intensity is missing, perhaps?
I felt, again, I'm saying this, Rishabh Pant's absence
makes
hurting
a huge
India.
Difference.
Shubman Gill time got a tad restless. If you see his body just movements when he was trying to move Mohammad Siraj from fine, he was squarish, and the way he was kind of gesticulating, restless or a little frustrated with the Shubman Gill cannot get frustrated. Shubman Gill as the captain, money, make the changes, because there will be periods. There will be periods of play when England will take control. India had control day 1 for session 1. Control day 1, session 3 also, when that Rishabh Pant freakish incident happened. So all said and done, you've got to believe and stay in the game and stay patient. I don't think there is any reason to say that, the game is beyond or whatever. Nothing
no,
like
no,
that.
no.
But Shubman Gill has to be on the money.
Look, this is Test cricket, and it is a patient game. You saw this happening back at Lords as well. There were times where the Indian bowling attack did not have any impact at all. But again, I'm making this point again. Look back on day one, first session. England also was not getting any movement at all. Later in that post-lunch session, Chris Woakes, Bryden Cast, Ben Stokes started getting this pronounced movement off the pitch, and were getting a lot of movement as well. Now, there is a bit of a difference between yesterday and today. The sun is out, and it's getting pretty hot here. The wind has slowed down a little bit. It's no longer that overcast conditions that
That's what I
that would
asked you.
make that would make it treacherous for the batters anymore. You don't have that condition anymore.
Is that the reason? Because
Could very well be. The heaviness in the air is not there anymore.
This side, it's again clouding up.
But it's not the same as the morning.
Yeah, because the morning was gloomy. The morning was dark. The morning was overcast. And Gargi makes that's the point. The first thing I asked, is it the sun? Is it that, but then how much? I mean, it's not hot. It's still pretty pleasant. But yes, the point that she makes is well taken. I mean, it's blue skies, sun out, not the gloomy, heavy conditions in the morning. Is that one of the reasons, or the reason why India is not being able to get any movement? Or is it the ball? We've got to see. It's 4:01. Let's finish the show. We'll see what happens, and then you will come back end of the day.
Yep. Bye.